And it came to be in the 418th year, after the children of Israel had come out of the land of Mitzrayim, in the 4th year of the reign of Shelemah over Israel, in the month of Ziv, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of Yahweh. And the house which sovereign Shelemah built for Yahweh was 60 amah long, and 20 wide, and 30 amah high. And the porch at the front of the haykow of the house was 20 amah long, according to the breadth of the house, and its width 10 amah from the front of the house. And he made for the house windows with narrow frames. And against the wall of the house he built rooms all around the walls of the house, all around the haykow and the speaking place. Thus he made side rooms all around. The lowest side room was 5 amah wide, and the middle one was 6 amah wide, and the third one was 7 amah wide, for he made narrow ledges around the outside of the house, so as not to lay hold on the walls of the house. And the house, when it was being built, was built with finished stone, made ready beforehand, so that no hammer or chisel or any iron tool was heard in the house while it was being built. The doorway for the middle side room was on the right side of the house, and they went up by stairs to the middle side rooms, and from the middle to the third. So he built the house and completed it, and paneled the house with beams of boards of cedar. And he built the side rooms of the structure against all the house, each 5 amah high, and they were fastened to the house with cedar beams. And the word of Yahweh came to Shelemah, saying,
This house which you are building, if you walk in my laws, and do my right rulings, and shall guard my commands, and walk in them, then I shall confirm my word with you, which I spoke to your father David, and shall dwell in the midst of the children of Israel, and not forsake my people Israel.
So Shelemah built the house and completed it, and he built the walls of the house inside with cedar boards. From the floor of the house to the ceiling he paneled them on the inside with wood, and covered the floor of the house with planks of cypress. And he built 20 amah at the rear of the house, from the floor to the walls, with cedar boards. And he built it inside as the speaking place, as the most Kadesh place. And the house was 40 amah. It is the haykow before it. And the cedar for the house inside was carved with ornaments and open flowers. All was cedar, not a stone was seen. And he prepared the speaking place in the midst of the house, to place the ark of the covenant of Yahweh there. And the front of the speaking place was 20 amah long, and 20 amah wide, and 20 amah high. And he overlaid it with refined gold, and overlaid the altar of cedar. And Shelemah overlaid the inside of the house with refined gold, and made gold chains pass over the front of the speaking place, and overlaid it with gold. Thus he overlaid the entire house with gold, until the house was completed. And the entire altar was by the speaking place he overlaid with gold. And inside the speaking place he made 2 cherubim of olive wood, 10 amah high, and one wing of the cherub was 5 amah, and the other wing of the cherub 5 amah, 10 amah from the tip of one wing to the tip of the other. And the other cherub was 10 amah. Both cherubim were of the same size and shape. The height of one cherub was 10 amah, and so was the other cherub. And he placed the cherubim in the midst of the inner house. And they stretched out the wings of the cherubim, so that the wing of one touched one wall, and the wing of the other cherub touched the other wall, and their wings touched each other in the middle of the room. And he overlaid the cherubim with gold, and he carved all the walls of the house all around, both inside and outside, with carved figures of cherubim and palm trees and open flowers. And he overlaid the floor of the house with gold, inside and outside. And for the entrance of the speaking place, he made doors of olive wood, the entail doorpost, a fifth. And the 2 doors were of olive wood. And he carved on them figures of cherubim, and palm trees and open flowers, and overlaid them with gold. And he spread the gold on the cherubim and on the palm trees. And so he made doorposts for the door of the haykow of olive wood, a 4th part, and the 2 doors were of cypress wood. The 2 leaves of the one folded, and the 2 leaves of the other door folded. And he carved cherubim and palm trees and open flowers, and overlaid them with gold, laid smoothly on the carved work. And he built the inner courtyard with 3 rows of hewn stone, and a row of cedar beams. In the 4th year, the foundation of the house of Yahweh was laid in the month Ziv. And in the 11th year, in the month Bul, the 8th month, the house was completed in all its matters, and according to all its plans. Thus he built it for 7 years.